Guy, this is the third year they've had the 212 competition here at the Arnold, but the first time you're going to be jumping on stage. A lot of people wondering why not jump in the last 2 years?
Well, the first 2 years they had it, my placing at the Olympia, 7th and 8th. The first year, Flex did it. Then Jose took it. I just never felt really ready. I needed a little extra poundage on my frame. Jose, I don't think he even makes the cutoff at like 5 foot. David Henry's shorter. I mean, we're all pretty much short guys. Jose's 5'4", 5'3", same as.
You make me feel tall. I'm not that tall.
Tall enough to I gotta look up to you. But those guys with their frames are smaller, they're stockier, they look bigger, they look like they have more muscle mass when essentially we all have the same muscle mass, but I'm a little taller, so I needed a couple extra more pounds on my frame, and that was one thing Chris really hammered in going into this prep. He made sure that my weight didn't drop above a certain point, and I weighed in tonight the heaviest I've ever weighed in at a show, which was 211, 210, and just as crazy peeled as I've been at 205, 204, and haven't touched water, salt, nothing yet. So it's gonna be a little interesting day tomorrow.
Oh, now you're used to having a little bit longer off season. Obviously, not having done this Arnold in the past, it gives you a little bit more time after the Olympia. What was the turnaround time like? You're just on stage in September. You probably had to start dieting close to New Year, I would imagine.
Well, the thing that actually sucked was I had a lot of bad throat issues as a kid, like strep throat a lot, and there was just times where I would wake up, even as the years passed, with really bad like tonsillitis and strep throat. So I was able to, December 17th, right before Christmas, I had surgery. They removed my uvula, my tonsils. They opened up the soft palate in the back of my throat. So from December 17th through Christmas, I had like 27 stitches in my throat. Ooh. So I went from 230 back down to like 250.
Living off of shakes and stuff?
I was actually living off of Unrivaled by Centurion Labs, and I was living off of Muscleicious, the protein pudding. Those guys saved my life. And thank you, Chip and Sharon. I appreciate it. But then when I started dieting, what happened was my weight went up, and I went up to like 227. So then it was a struggle to get back down, because once my weight was 230 and then dropped to 215 and went back up again, I started dieting, and it was like, fuck you, I don't want to move. So, there was points where I was doing 60 minutes on the stairs, and I'm like, man, I haven't done 60 minutes.
That's a lot of cardio.
I was like, I haven't done 60 minutes on the stairs since like the Palumbo days. But, finally, once my weight cracked and dropped, everything was just on cruise control, man.
All right, man. Tough question. How are we going to place tomorrow?
Well, call a spade a spade. Jose's the champ. He's a champ for a reason. He's got the most muscle on stage. David Henry's got the freakiest upper body. But if you compare me to them two guys as far as head to toe complete, I'm just as hard as Jose, and I'm not missing really any body parts. So if you're going to compare me to anybody, I have the smallest waist, in my opinion, the nicest lines, and I'll be one of the most conditioned guys up there. So, it's going to be apples to oranges, but I think it's going to come down to me and Jose. If I had to, throw money on it, it's going to be between me and Jose tomorrow.
All right, guys. Well, you heard it here first. Prejudging tomorrow. We got finals tomorrow night. Everything for the 212 division going on Friday. Make sure to check back to musculardevelopment.com for all the updates, our play-by-play, everything you guys are used to. But for right now, we're going to let Guy get going. So thank you. Best of luck tomorrow, guys. This is David Baye with Guy Cisternino for musculardevelopment.com.